Alright, third in our series of My Garden slash Joe figures out how to record on his phone. We have some additional tomatoes that we're trying to grow on its own little vine stick and on the trellis. These are like a lemon something, lemon boy variety. Again, the leaves are a bit funky. Got some little baby tomatoes growing though. Got some bigger ones on this side. Um, Again, we're just trying to see what tomatoes we like. And I swear they're down here, right there. So those will be Lemon Boy tomatoes at some point. Again, we can see some more melon flowers. I'm not sure if we were on this side before. And then our broccoli. So these guys are starting to grow. Again, some little heads. So hopefully we catch these before they start to sprout. We got one here. And a little baby one there starting. And those are our three main garden boxes. And then with the fourth one being somewhat empty. But if we move further down our garden area, though, we enter our fig area. So still need to figure out where to put these potted figs. But we've got this ruby red variety. We planted this last year. Again, it's growing in a very inconvenient triangular fashion. So I don't know how to plant that and save most of it without having to trim it completely. We then have our brown turkey fig. This one, again, is growing more like a bush than an actual tree. So again, not really sure where we can put this where it's convenient. As you can see, it stretches to more than half this garden box. We're also dealing with the usual bouts of scale, little scale bugs, and our fig rot, So this is just, if you want to understand the casualty or the downside of growing figs in a humid environment, is that you deal with this. So we'll be grabbing some neem oil next time we head out to the store. And then we just planted this one. So this was our formerly about that high violet de Bordeaux. But again, between being pot bound and frost damage, we lost most of it, but it is still thriving as little offshoots from the main stem or the main branch. So this one just got planted a few weeks ago, so it's still getting used to its new spot, but we feel like it's got plenty of room to grow over here.
And it's showing some growth.
And then coming over here, we have, this is our Chicago Hardy. I had to think about this one for a second. This one we planted from a rootstock, or a bare root plant. It's about this tall. So we finally got some little baby figs growing on it. This one recently just got put in the ground, so hopefully it continues to grow some fruit. If not, hopefully we'll get some for next season. And then you used to have herbs in here. Maybe next year for these guys. This is also a nice little bug house where lizards just like to hide. And these little LED lights just makes everything look nice and magical or something. And then in front of our empty composter, we have our Cadota fig. So if you can tell, this one was actually planted at a little bit of an angle. Just because it was growing at such an aggressive angle, it was actually leaning pretty close to this way. So trimmed up a little bit of the lower branches, but this one, again, just recently got planted. So we're hoping to keep seeing this growth. And again, if not this season, next season we'll be getting some figs.
It was all dead before we planted it.
And then next item in our garden is our muscadine grape. So this one here, again, the trellis that we built is called a double Geneva curtain. And the idea is you train the grapevine up, you branch it once, and then each branch get branched off twice. So you end up with 16 feet to 8 foot portions of grapevines. So this trained all last year, and this season we should now be getting some fruit. And if you look up closely, a bunch of our vines do have little baby fruit sets. So these will continue to grow, will then flower. We hope will get pollinated and then turn into nice, delicious muscadines. And that's about it for our garden box area. Only other area to note here is our rundown greens box, which really didn't produce all that well this season. But this here is our guava tree, which again, it still shows that there's some growth on the tree, but I'm hoping to see it grow a little bit faster. It is getting watered every day with the rest of the garden, but this isn't bouncing back as well as I was hoping it would have this season. And then here's our Barbados cherry tree. Again, you can see this is the original base of the tree before the frost damage. So all of this is growth from about 1.5 years ago. And again, we're hoping to get some cherries on it this year, but we're not getting any just yet. So fingers crossed that it's still early in the season, but these were tasty when they were growing.